Are we going live? Let's do it.
That's going to be on the stream, by the way. That question.
Are we
going
live?
Are we going live? Yeah, we're live. Hey, everybody. This is Adam. This is Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome to the Drift Talk Show. Doing some things tonight. Got some guests. We got one return visitor. We got Jordan. Then we got Hector and Josh.
What's up?
Team Heartbreak guys, you guys.
Part of Team Heartbreak. How many other members in Heartbreak are there?
3 more. Yeah.
Are they there?
Nick.
One of them is.
Yeah.
Malcolm doesn't really come anymore because he's in school.
Damn.
So,
Yeah, we miss Malcolm.
yeah.
So,
And then
oh shoot, I need to fix names and crap too.
yeah.
I'll
I'm talking
I'll
to
be in the
Brian
midst
right
of that.
now.
Yeah, I know, right? I'll be in the midst of that. Really quickly though, let's go ahead and take care of calendar stuff, which I brought a fantastic new graphic for you guys, which is here. And this is what happened the last time. This is why I accidentally ended the last stream and I had to create a new one because of this. Anyways, so round number 2 is May 24th for the Drift PDX Oregon STC series. Be there.
Asterisk.
Really?
Yeah.
It's tentative?
There's talk of moving it because it's Memorial Day weekend.
No, we're a whole bunch of RC nerds. What are we doing?
It's also DJ and I's birthday and DJ's brother's birthday.
You guys have the same birthday?
We do.
I
And
did
DJ's
not know that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then, yeah, as you can see, June 21st, July 19th, August 23rd, September 6th. Apparently, are those set in stone?
Yeah, those should be good. Those should be pretty good.
And then to intertwine things here, we also got the, I lost it. Where is it? Oh, I think here it is. Okay. So RCFC also posted theirs. May 4th is their practice round. May 18th is their first round. June 8th, June 29th. July 13th is their 4th and regional final. They're only doing 4 rounds. But they shouldn't be overlapping. So if you want to hit either one, if you're in the Northwest, go for
Yeah,
it.
all theirs are on Sundays, and they have a nice big spot to drive, so should be, fun comp rounds to go to.
Jordan says believe in drift. Miko replies takoyaki.
Takoyaki!
Wait. Yeah, Logan. I'm gonna let Logan kind of lead this show around. If you have questions, I'll kind of tune into those and throw them on screen and do all that fun stuff. One thing that I do want to plug, if you haven't checked it out, Dark Mag is officially live. So their first edition is on their website, darkmag.com. Steven did a great job, and you can pick up your single issues for, I think, $9.99, and or you can subscribe. So
You have an interview in that, right?
yeah, it's weird. I looked at it, and I don't have any pictures of me driving or anything like that because I'm usually taking the pictures. Anyway,
I'll take more pictures of you driving then.
all right,
We have to
Logan.
prove that Adam actually drives.
Really? Logan, take it away. We're gonna get
Yeah.
rolling with this.
Well, pretty simple. I mean, we got the boys. Probably like some of our better out of town friends on Team PDX. But yeah, we got the homies from Rolling Garage. Obviously, these guys are well known in the world of RC drift, but haven't been on the show yet. Obviously, Jordan has, but we got Hector, longtime chatter, excellent host, gracious host. He's streaming live from the casita right now.
Casita boys.
And then you got Jordan, and then we also have Mr. Josh Whitwer. So
Oh, yeah.
welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah.
we kind of know this with Jordan, but we'll go over like the basic stuff with you two. I'll start with Hector. How long have you been drifting? How'd you get into it? And what do you currently kind of drive and work on?
First, just like to say thanks for having us on. Also, a quick shout out to my wife who's watching in the other room. Thank you, thank you for the support in the RC hobby that I'm in. Also, shout out to Rolling Garage, the four, Ike, Mitch, Ryan, and Carl. You guys are awesome. I've been in RC drift for about 2 years. Started on a Yokomo, currently driving a RDX. Part of the 2025 Rolling Garage team and part of these guys right here, the Heartbreak guys.
Yeah.
What was the other question?
I think you pretty much got them all. So what? I didn't hear too much, but like what? Yeah,
What do you
relax.
drive now, Hector?
Right now I'm on an RDX.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm on a high motor RDX. I'm working on a low motor, but currently comping with the high motor.
You and
it's
I,
my
Hector.
It's my third RDX, by the way, too.
Goddamn.
Jesus Christ. I've only had like 2 cars ever. Hector, you and I, we've talked about this in person, but we're because you, myself, and Adam Okoki are all a very similar age in the hobby, and it's just pretty awesome to see how far we've all come in the sport in such a short amount of time. How did you end up like sort of getting hooked up with these guys on Team Heartbreak?
Funny story. When I started, driving, you want to tag along in the train with like the guys that already have experience, and it was Jordan, Josh. There was another guy, Ricky, who was on Team Heartbreak, not on Team Heartbreak anymore. And you want to follow him, and that's a struggle, like starting out.
Yeah.
So that was always my goal, is like watching the local comp, there was a monthly comp at Rolling Garage for a while, and watching it. It's like, one of these days I'm going to compete against these guys and I'm going to beat them. And sure enough, I've competed with them. I've competed against Josh. Josh beat me. I came podium second place.
Barely, yeah. Somehow.
Competed with Jordan. I have not beat Jordan. But it is a goal. Even though we're teammates, it's a goal. We're always trying to
hell yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
And
Always.
and just get better.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of the people that I drive with a lot, like Jake and Justin, are my biggest like rivals in competition. But obviously, any other day, it's just like that's my favorite people to drive with. So yeah, I totally get that.
Oh yeah.
So Josh, same to you. What initially got you into RC drifting?
Man, so I went to a hobby town that was local to me. It's in Folsom, California. And there was guys setting up outdoor tracks in the parking lot. And dude, first thing I saw it, I was like, I want to do this. I was like right away. I think this was like 2015.
Okay.
And the next I found RC Drift Marketplace on Facebook. And dude, first thing, even back then, I think there was like 4,000 members on RC Drift I think there's like 30,000. I can't remember, but there's
Crazy.
a lot of people on there now. And I bought like an Eagle Racing FRD, which is like some crazy like belt drive FRD car, just crappy electronics, but it was ready to go. It drove like crap, but I was out there the next weekend, and man, I was hooked ever since. Like, but I was a crappy driver for years, and all I like to do is kind of like film and build bodies. That's all I did. So for like, I don't know, like 6 years, I was just a crappy driver that could build bodies and film really good. But then eventually when Rolling Garage, came about, I mean, I was driving the Sheldons and stuff here and there.
Yeah.
And trying to keep up.
That would be quite a
just
trek.
kind of learning. But I mean, we were just in parking lots for, I don't know, probably 5 years. So, I mean, you can tune and stuff like that, and you can get better driving. But honestly, when I look back at it today, that was the best thing that ever happened to me, was driving on asphalt and just shitty parking lots. Because once you get on the track, it's just so much easier. You know,
Yeah,
you're not fighting like cracks and.
Well,
but
just
we would
the grip
we
that
would
you
just
have
drive
on
around
asphalt.
and try to find like the best parking lots we could find. Like, we'd drive around for hours just looking for like smooth asphalt, like kind of had like a shine to it almost.
Yeah, like fresh tarmac.
And we'd have our whole pop-up track, and we would just set up tracks in about 15 minutes, and we would just drive until we got kicked out, and then we'd find spots where we'd never get kicked out. So then we'd just go there for, years on end until we finally would get kicked out, and then we'd find another spot. So we just did that for so long. But then once Rolling Garage, what's that?
So what was your favorite non-P-tile surface that you found?
Dude, Sheldon's was the polished concrete. Yeah. I love it, man.
That's fun.
I look back at the footage from Sheldon's and how smooth we were and how consistent, even though it was just horrible concrete that had been taped over for like 10 years, and the surface was, but still it was better than asphalt. So we were happy.
Sheldon's had that, like, an iconic, when you saw videos from there, it was like an iconic look in that there's like old tape lines everywhere. And
yeah, and the place would just make you sick. I mean, it would not have been dusted in like 30 years. It was just disgusting in there. Like, people would go in there and just start sneezing and stuff. And it was just like, there was just like 10 years of DRC dust.
Like, what is this?
And we drive like 3 hours to it just to get laps in, So it was cool, but it's all we had. So, but yeah, that's kind of how it all started.
then just started going to Rolling Garage, and then just kind of similar to Hector, just kind of fell in with, you kind of naturally sort of gravitate towards the people that you like to be around and drive with. And
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, everybody was kind of at like phase one when I got here, so I kind of had a little bit of an advantage. I mean, not much. I mean, we were starting from nothing, so I mean, we had like Sakura D4s and stuff that they didn't have like really preset tunes or anything. So I mean, my tuning knowledge is still, I'm still learning like till the day, So
yeah, I don't think that ever
like it
ends.
never stops. So
Yeah,
that's what I love about this hobby, is just it's just always advancing. Like, you might have like a wet noodle suspension tune one day, and then the next day you got your car like as hard as a rock,
Yeah.
So you don't, you just never know. But yeah, once Rolling Garage opened up, then that just opened up a whole new world for me to have a consistent surface to tune on and get used to. And now most tracks are P-tile or J-tile or whatnot.
We got
So
you.
Yeah, so
sweet. Well, I mean, Josh, I would say, like, I've obviously driven with Josh a handful of times. Like, you're one of the more like robotic, just automatic, especially in like long session lap guys. You're one of the most solid dudes I've driven with.
I love leading trains, like,
Yeah.
and that's what I love about everybody on Heartbreak, is we all like take turns, and nobody's shy about leading, and that's what I love about everybody that's on the team right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It happens here. Obviously, we get into trains, but like some of the longest like sessions I've done is with you two, just like locked in with one person for like 10-15 minutes, not blinking, not pulling off nowhere, just fucking
the whole battery.
Yeah. Just hooting and hollering, and I love that shit.
Good times.
Yeah.
So Jordan, just to get to you a little bit, obviously we have some news since you were last on the show. Was that before or after? When were you last on? Was that like?
I was a TDP driver. I don't know when it was. I was trying to think of what month it was, but
So before Worlds.
yes, yeah, yep.
Okay. So a lot has happened since then. Obviously, we went to Worlds and you TQ'd. So I definitely have some questions around that. Then after Worlds, you went to IRCDF Championship, knocked that one out, took care of that. And just a month ago or so, you were able to finally announce that you fully believe in drift.
Yes. Yeah.
And you are now a full Team Rev D guy. So
Yes, sir.
let's go all the way back. So TQing at Worlds, obviously, that was an incredible accomplishment.
Yep.
And then, I'm just gonna hit right to the hard questions here. That was a little bit of a tough situation that it put you into, right? Because
Yes, it was.
It meant
It was very tough.
and I think everybody in the building knew.
Yeah.
It meant one thing at a certain point in time, that there was a huge possibility of you facing Rio first. So I don't know. Talk to us about that. What your thoughts were. Like, I'm kind of curious if you were even thinking about that when you were doing your qualifying runs. Because
honestly, so like after the first qualifying run, I scored pretty high, and I think I already had like a secured spot.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I was like, I'm just gonna go all out and just try to get TQ.
Yeah, run.
Not even thinking about Rio just yet. But then I did it, and then I like went to go sit down. I was like, oh shit.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna have to go against Rio. But honestly, like in my mind, I've always wanted to go against him just to see,
For sure, yeah.
like, how he compares.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was
I mean, obviously,
Gave him a good
didn't
fight,
work out
though.
that time, but that's not. I think if you guys drove with each other more, I think it would you'd get a much more realistic picture of the comparison between you two.
Mhm.
So then
I was just kind of lacking. I was kind of lacking the FDR too. I was like, I think I was around like 10 or something, so I was pretty high.
I think for me, a key point in that was just that nobody was really in the mindset that Rio was in for that day. We were all kind of just doing what we were doing, and then you had this one guy that was really good, that was coming in with a totally different strategy, and that day it caught kind of a lot of people off guard.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, because when Rio came here for that
Cross
overdose
games.
tour thing,
mhm.
he was just like completely different person, just driving like chill and just. But like seeing him in like a comp setting, it's like he's on it. Like he's different for sure.
Yeah. So what was like? So I remember a distinct moment at Worlds when it was announced, like between the qualifying rounds, that Rio was basically his run wasn't going to count.
Mm-hmm.
What was your kind of reaction to that?
I think we were all outside at the ice cream truck, and we were just watching the live stream, and we kind of just saw it, and everyone just started talking about it, and I don't know. Like, I know rules are rules, and I kind of agree with them,
Yeah.
But someone should have mentioned it to him to turn off his lights,
Right.
if that was the only thing that really affected it.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. What about you, Hector and Josh?
Yeah, there might have been kind of a language barrier going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even realize what was happening till everyone started talking about it.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, after that event, we'll skip around a little bit, but so after that event, obviously, this year, we now have what I'm going to go ahead and just call the J-Bars rule, which is that will no longer happen, basically. So the first place or the bump up person will now face the second place qualifier.
Yes, yep.
Instead of the first.
Yeah, they did make that rule after that, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So congrats, you made a rule. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. I understand why you would do it, because in that specific situation, it is pretty likely that the person that bumps up is going to be a pretty good driver, just because everyone has that one day where they 0-0, right?
Yeah.
And then they get sent down to lower brackets.
And then they get to just drive and battle the whole day,
A ton of practice.
Get acclimated to the track and everything.
Yeah. A lot more practice. I mean, it's a little treacherous, right? Driving in that low of a,
Yeah, definitely.
Getting down with those people, it's a little bit hectic with chasing those guys.
Yep.
And stuff,
Yep.
So then we go to IRCDF, and I'm curious. I'd love to hear all of your guys' thoughts on just kind of that track and what that surface was like, because that was the most kind of shocking thing when we were watching. Was like, oh man, we've never driven on a surface like that before.
Dude, it was
like?
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was wild.
It's fast,
Yeah.
Fast, right?
very fast.
So that was like basically some kind of vinyl that they rolled out over the carpet track at A-Main,
Yes,
right?
yeah, the buggy carpet track. And when
So
I
how
first
long-
got there, I was like, man, I don't think I'm gonna do anything at this track. It was just so hard to drive my car on it.
Yeah.
But the first thing I told myself is leads are gonna be the most important, and that's what ended up really getting me the win there. So,
Yeah.
because it was virtually impossible to chase a car close there.
Yeah.
Did you find it did you find yourselves tuning more for speed at that point? Like when you figured that or when you made that decision?
Yeah, I did add more camber, and I feel like it did make my car a little bit faster because that corner of the DRCs was just digging super hard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because you could see that vinyl going down when the cars went over it.
Yeah, it's almost like a dirt bike at that point. You just want to dig
Yeah,
down
literally.
into the dirt.
Yeah, making ruts.
Do you know if they're going to change
Yeah.
that surface like for this coming season?
I think
We might have it at home.
I've heard talks of the finals being here, but I'm not. That was just something that was mentioned.
I think A-Main also said after the event, if we wanted to remove the carpet, we could have. We just didn't know that was an option.
I mean, I loved it because it just
It was-
put everybody on an even
Yeah.
playing field.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
was out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah. It was
that's what I
anybody's
loved
game.
about it. I got there, I was like, dude, this is fun. Like
Yeah.
everybody's struggling. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you throw
everybody's
more
screwing
grip
their
at it.
car, everybody's pissed off. I'm like, sweet dude, let's go. It was, you know, I don't know. I mean, I was tuning my car up until the battles. Like I was just playing with crap, playing with
Yeah.
gearing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nonstop. I mean, I didn't do very well, but but yeah, it was fun. Regardless, just the facility and all the people.
Yeah, the
was
facility is
insane.
insane.
The facility,
I mean,
facility is insane.
To see
I was a little
millions of
confused.
dollars poured into like the RC industry like that
Yeah.
was so cool. Plus,
I
like
just-
Dance Comp was right next door. Which,
Yeah, yeah,
if you're a
they own
BMX kid and you've
Yeah.
been ordering BMX stuff for
Oh,
years,
really? I
yeah,
know
that was
That's crazy.
cool to see too.
That's cool.
But and Chico's a cool little town as well. But yeah, it was interesting.
Takoyaki.
I was
That's where
Takoyaki.
Takoyaki started.
I get why
Ah,
they did it
okay.
where they did it because of the driver stand in the big area, but like their drift track is not small, so you know they could have.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
ice
just-
though. I don't know why.
Yeah.
it's
super
it's
slick.
super slick, but it's so good for trains because everybody's just slow and smooth.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a fairly big track, but it's still somewhat, I don't know,
Oh,
compact.
yeah, heck
Not
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Support.
Do you think it's because of a perspective thing? Like there's so much open space around you? Or is it genuinely small?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I don't know the exact size of it.
It's not.
But,
it's not. It's a bit awkward of a footprint, but it's not like super small or anything.
Dude,
okay.
we were throwing huge backies on that track though, because
Yeah.
it was just you were just
It
floating.
flowed. It flowed
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah. Anyways, so you had that like super grippy time, and that was interesting. Anytime you throw a lot of grip at it like that, it's like it makes everything so much harder.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to compete at a carpet track. It was
Oh
it was
yeah.
like a touring car track, like super soft carpet, and we would drive there and just not really have any issues. But I think this was a little bit grippier than that, to be honest.
Yeah.
And
It
that's
was the consistent grip there. At the carpet track, your tires would get pretty warm, so then you'd notice. But this, it didn't really seem like, I don't know. It was weird.
The vinyl like wrapped around the tire.
Yeah.
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 When you throttled, it wrapped around it, and it was just instant traction.
hmm
It's like you want to
Yeah.
talk about contact patch. Well,
Yeah, you're
then.
talking about Delta,
Yeah.
right?
And that's kind of why I liked Federation when it started, because we were just going to all different tracks,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
different surfaces, and
Mhm.
then you find out who's the best driver of everybody on
Mhm.
multiple tracks, which I think is really cool.
Especially like going to IRCDF, like that's testing. You know, suddenly being thrown a surface like that, that's not testing just yourself as a driver.
Yeah.
missing the whole picture. Like,
Yeah,
how do
your
you set up the
ability to
car?
tune and everything.
I imagine the electronic tune is way different, like
Mhm.
all the
Yeah.
gyro and stuff. Which you
Round-
had some issues with your gyro, which
Yeah,
were some exciting moments before the final
God, that
round.
was so crazy. Shout out Adam for that.
Dude,
Saved
Adam,
my life, dude.
Adam had the dying patient on the table, dude.
Literally, to the last second. To the last second is when I like reversed the gyro.
That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was
in
cool.
this hobby. That was crazy.
It was funny, and we talked with Adam about it, but like he's not necessarily like the go-to like kind of mechanic work on a car guy.
Mhm.
But in that moment, for whatever reason, it worked out. It
He
was just
wanted
like,
to take it, yeah.
I got it.
Dude.
I got
Yep.
this. Bam, let's
Yep.
do it.
Down to seconds.
Yeah,
Like,
it was crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
He
literally,
didn't
like,
even, like mess with your car or anything.
no,
yeah.
dude, to be able to just turn it on and go out there and battle
Yeah.
and not adjust the gyro or anything.
Yeah.
I
If
was
I was
like,
him, I would have like shortened your like steering arm or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I thought for sure he would loop out in the first turn because you
Yeah.
never know. Like, you're putting a totally
Right.
different gyro and everything on there.
Yeah.
I was like,
for sure.
It was cool though. I did that first little test lap and it was smooth and everyone started cheering. So that was pretty dope.
Was it at least like similar electronic setup?
Yeah, it was a Revox, but just like endpoints weren't set. I think that was pretty much it, but that could be like the worst thing is endpoints being set or not.
Like Miko said, yeah, you believed in drift that day.
Believe in drift.
And then that became true. Eventually, not too long after that, you did become a believer
Mhm.
of drift.
Hold on.
What was
Yeah.
what was all that process like? I mean, I personally know that you've been kind of pursuing that for a long time.
Mhm.
So kind of talk about like what all went through your head and what you did to achieve that basically.
Yeah, so I don't know. Ever since like the MC1 days, I was just always on an MC1 and just using that Rev D servo. I think I had like a V4 on it at one point. And yeah, just I don't know. And just talking to Miko and just sharing knowledge with him and him sharing his knowledge kind of just got me excited for everything. And it's been a long time coming, but
It's pretty sick, man.
yeah,
well deserved for
Well
sure.
deserved, for sure.
thank you.
One thing that's
Right.
cool with Rolling Garage is that it forms such a great place of opportunity for stuff like that. to
Yeah,
It
happen.
really does. Yeah,
I
it
think
really does.
it's really when I think of places where you could go to, like, if you're, say, imaginary world, you wanted to start a path towards becoming like the guy or a top tier like RC drifter, there's really not much of a better place you could really want to start besides Rolling Garage. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously Super G is Super G, but everything that is available at Super G is probably available at Rolling Garage too.
Yep.
Especially now. So
Yeah,
obviously,
and I mean, the
you
fact
guys,
that we're even getting sponsors and
Yeah,
like driving in a
crazy.
parking lot for 4 years to getting sponsors.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's unbelievable.
yeah.
It's crazy.
So somewhere in all of that, obviously, you guys at Rolling Garage, we knocked the wall down, built up a bunch of new pits where the old track was, and now you guys are big track guys. How's that been?
It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
We love it.
It had to
We're
happen.
just- I feel like
It had to
everyone's still
happen.
getting fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
you
like the
think-
Berlin Wall, dude. You just had to knock it down.
Yeah.
Did you guys keep pieces of it?
Rival. Yeah, you got a piece of the wall.
Oh, we should have, huh? Each wall.
Should have sold it.
Grab a broke off
People-
piece of drywall at work, George.
people
would've
bought it.
Frame and say it's from
We
the
do
wall,
miss the
man.
scale track though. That
Yeah,
was
the
pretty
scale
cool to
track was
have,
sick.
but
Yeah.
it was cool to have two different styles. But
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
with the
anyway.
space that you had, it was nice to have a second area for other people to drive. But now it's like there's plenty of room. Look, maybe not
Yeah.
plenty,
Yeah.
but there's room.
Like
for
pit
people to
space is
spread
like
out
the
more.
biggest thing too.
What was that?
Pit space,
Yeah, yeah.
that's like the biggest thing.
It
'Cause
was
we were
like
just like,
non-existent.
all crammed into the office when we just had that first track, and
Yeah.
it was
Now
pretty
look
bad.
at the office. It's like a chill lounge.
I know, yeah.
Podcast lounge.
Podcast
Pretty
lounge.
much.
So that's what's kind of interesting to me is you guys, kind of for all of you, like you did a lot of competing at the old rolling garage, like the original OG rolling garage, which is like a pretty small, tight track. Which for me, that's kind of anything that's like a small, tight track, like a old rolling garage or like a pit stop or like GGT.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a lot better for you as a driver to practice on because it's just a little bit harder, especially when they're grippy. Like I would say GGT and even rolling garage was a little grippier than what we were used to. So you've gone from that to now you have the big track that you guys drive, but then your SDC rounds so far have been back at pit stop.
Yeah.
How are you guys liking driving out there and having an even smaller track to compete on and all that stuff?
I kind of like it. It was very technical going back to pit stop for SDC rounds, but tune wise, I don't change the tune. It just stays the same. Maybe that could be detrimental on a smaller track, but so far I haven't felt that way.
Do you find like it's a little bit of an adjustment when you show up at pit stop now to sort of get used to that tight track again, or is it just kind of like home for you guys?
I think it's kind of like home. I don't know. It's harder to go, like, honestly, going from pit stop back to here is like the biggest jump. But going from here to there, I don't know. It doesn't really affect me too much. I think it's because we had the little track, so we're kind of used to it.
Yeah.
You know how to drive small track already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think with my GYD, I'll like go up and tail speed a little bit to try to make it transition a bit
You guys
quicker.
turn
But
the
that's
gain down a little bit at all?
a little bit, and that's about it.
Mhm.
That's all I change. Just to have a little bit snappier transition because it is a tight track.
Then you kind of need the snappy transition.
you
Yeah.
a little faster.
And all the locals there are dialed in. I mean, they
Yeah.
Mhm.
they definitely put up a good fight.
That's the one thing with like a small track is the lap count, because it's so much shorter. You've done all those turns so many more times than anywhere else, right? Like if you drive for an hour at Super G, you do one turn 30 times, but you do an hour at pit stop and you've done the same turn 200 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
The
Yeah.
cool thing about pit stop though is they change their layout like all the time, so kind of
Yeah.
everybody's like on a
Yeah.
level playing field.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And like right before the comp, they'll change all the zones and everything like the day of, so nobody's really comfortable.
Mhm.
And I think that makes it nice as well. Everybody's adjusting that day, and now they got the dojo next door, which helps out.
dude.
a lot.
That is
What's
I
that
mean,
about?
otherwise,
They
I don't
didn't
know
have
how
the
we
dojo
would have
when we
done
were
it.
there.
We wouldn't have been able to do it. I don't think. To have 50
So the-
people, 50 drivers, and now
Is
they
that
have a
just
track.
the place next door kind of sharing
Yeah.
their space?
Yeah, it's a karate place.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right
So-
on.
Did you see me going in on that dummy
Oh, no.
on my Instagram?
I did feel safe when I was down there. I was like, this is kind of a sketchy place, but all these
Yeah.
karate kids got my
Yeah.
back.
Dude, you have there's nunchucks and everything on the wall. Like you're good to go.
We could just go next door and grab a bow staff real quick.
I'm
So where do
looking
we go
for
from
it.
here. I mean, so you guys are we're driving big track now. We're Team Heartbreak. You guys just added fairly recently a new member to the team, right? Is that Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
Oh,
yeah.
Nick. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't meet him like the first time I was out there. So when I came out, it was like, oh, here's a new guy. What's Nick's story?
He's pretty much just like always been our homie, like all of us. Just super friendly dude and just always a good vibe,
Just dedicated.
dedicated.
Yeah.
He took like probably 2 months off, but then he came back and we added him, and now he's been here like every day since then. So
Oh yeah.
it's cool to see that,
Yeah.
because he said it gives him like not hope, but he just wants to get better, So it's
Right.
cool.
Nick
he's
is
definitely
a
getting better.
winner.
Yeah.
That is something that I feel like when you're on a high-profile team or whatever, just even the team at your local track, it's like, okay, well now I have to actually be that guy. I have to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have to drive good because I'm kind of representing some people. So
Mitch said that Nick was a day one RG guy.
there you go.
Yeah.
Sick.
Day
Shout out, Nick.
winner.
Shout out to Mitch. Mitch, come poke your head in on the stream. What are you doing?
He
Oh,
just
it's
walked in
another
the
room.
door.
Bring my cooler, please.
Yeah.
I want to see proof of life of our team cooler. I want to see that cooler with no crabs in it.
What?
Dude, he sent me a video one day with like he opened our cooler and there was actual crabs. in the
Live
cooler.
crab.
I'm not joking, dude.
It's
That is true.
fine. It's
Is he
fine.
going crab fishing in his off days?
I don't know what Mitch is doing in his off. I don't want to know what Mitch does in his off time, dude. God knows.
He sleeps in his vampire lair, dude.
So Hector, what you've built at your home there is turned into quite a pretty cool place now. So you've had some pretty neat guests. What was that like hosting the Overdose Boys?
I think hosting can be very hard.
Especially when they don't speak the same language as
Especially when they're foreigners, they don't speak the same language. Time difference is a big deal.
Oh,
right?
really?
I'm not used to staying awake that late.
We kept
know,
you
it's
up
like-
pretty late.
It's like, for them, 5 a.m. is like, evening time. For me, for us, it's like we're barely waking up. So it's like, man, I was on such little sleep. It definitely showed me what the max capability of this place was. That was probably reaching the max.
How many? There was
It
like
was 6, I think.
6.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
yeah.
Team PDX, we got plenty of room at the casino, dude.
Yeah, and since then, Casita Boys actually, like, we'll talk about kind of how that started, and that started with Adam H, Dr. H, DJ, and Logan
Yes, sir.
staying here. I didn't sleep here in the casita with them, but I guess sometime throughout the night they started talking about something, and then I overheard the next day something about Casita Boys, and it kind of just stuck. And one day I just said, you know what, let's just do it. We'll make a sticker. Adam posted that he had a one of the stickers that I had put on my car, which was "Hey, you guys," and I told him, no, you do not have the sticker. He's like, I do have it. I'll show it to you. And he showed it to me. It's like, no, you don't have this one, and it's one of these ones, and it comes in a pack of 2. And he saw it in the background. He's like, oh, I need one of those.
I need that bad.
Next time I see DJ and you, Logan, you guys get one. And
Oh, yeah.
pretty much guys who come hang out here, you'll get a Casita Boy sticker.
Yeah. You give Adam and I a couple brewskis and we'll fucking yap for hours, dude. It's ridiculous. That was all week during Worlds. We were up till freaking 4 a.m. just yapping on the porch. It's kind of a problem. I need to maybe chill that out this year, but I can't make any guarantees.
Dude, it's hard that week. Get good sleep.
Yeah, just having a good time,
Yeah.
Would I rather have fun for 6 days or like do okay at this massive comp? You know what I mean?
Whoa.
What's up with chat? We got any questions, chat? There's a lot of dudes on here. Adam, what did you do?
Apparently my ad blocker updated. Sorry.
Dal wants to be a casita boy. Don't you live?
Hey, Logan, congrats, dude, on your second.
Oh shit! Thanks.
Dude, sick. We all watched it here. It was
Oh
dope.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's badass.
DJ. You got third, right? Dude, both you guys.
All right.
Killed it.
Me and DJ had a weird like judging thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I've never seen just the competitors just like be like, well, they won. No, he won. And this was coming from them, not the judges. Like,
yeah, so pretty much, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but basically, and DJ can correct me if I'm wrong, but basically, we kind of both called out what had happened in the run and who should win, like well before the judges kind of had any idea what was going on. And yeah, it just took a while to like get everybody on the same page of what the outcome of that should be.
Yeah.
speaking of which, what do you guys think of the stream for competition?
Dude, it was great. Yeah, I loved it. Dude, the cameraman, I mean, was dialed. The quality was good. Yeah. All the little visuals you had going on were good. It was, I don't know, it was fun to watch.
That was the first time my Crystal, my wife, was actually on the camera.
Yeah.
You guys did a great job.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun to watch.
We need to it's a little, it's funny. Obviously the poles are an issue as a driver, but they're even more of an issue for the stream because it's such a tight shot. And then also when people stand on the opposite side of the track with where the camera was, it was hard to see that wall.
Yeah, Justin's leg.
Yeah. Justin's
With
leg.
the
Yeah.
pillars, I don't know if that kind of messes you guys up at all with the judging and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
guys
it's technically not really the stream setup wasn't meant to be for judging, but it's just like the best video that we have, and we like to at least try to make calls right. But it just, yeah, we'll dial it in. You know what I mean?
We're playing with green screens next stream, so
Oh, wow.
yeah. We'll have that gamer vibe going on.
Hey, thanks, D'Antonio. I see you in the chat. Thanks, buddy.
Sub D'Antonio.
D'Antonio's chilling. What's up,
Is
Chuck?
a Skyview cam something that's in the works?
Yeah, I think that's the route for, at least for the judging aspect of it. We want cameras in the ceiling. The only issue is that it's not a low ceiling, but it's a relative. It's when a ceiling is like 9-10 feet, it's hard to. It just means you need a lot more cameras to see the whole track.
Yeah. I think we'll be okay. I actually think the biggest problem will be it'll still look far away if we're using GoPros, like because of how wide angle it is.
Yeah. The GoPros are tough because it's such a wide angle and the frame rate. Like
Frame rate's fine. Like I was doing 1080 60 super view on the GoPro that I was using.
Yeah. 60 is like as low as I would go, and it's like it's not ideal.
Well, that's all you're getting, Logan, because YouTube's not going to do anything more.
I know.
I mean,
Well, for the judges, it'd be nice to have like 120 at least, but you know,
Budget's a thing.
budget's a thing.
Budget's.
Yeah, but I don't know. You know, it's it'll be fine.
Super G judges on like 29.9. It's funny because Super G's stream, it runs at 60 frames per second. I'm pretty sure their cameras are set at 29.9, or their A10 Mini is set at 29.9.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what they're actually watching, right? The judges. Chuck says, "Congrats on Rev D, Jordan."
Thank you. I got the chat right here.
what you got?
Yeah,
So, what are goals for this year? Like, what are your anticipations, your goals, your wants? What chassis? Where are we going with those? Any of you?
Me, I'm staying on the RDX for the season. Maybe switch to low motor halfway through before Super G. Obviously, what is it? Drift to Death 2?
Two drift to death.
Drift to die.
That's gonna be in my book. Don't know if Josh is gonna go out.
Oh, we're going. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully we can squeeze in one more travel day before Super G. But yeah, Super G is the end goal.
I would like to get down to Sacramento, like maybe before Drift to Death. That'd be sick.
Be.
What about
But
you guys?
also, Hector, you did like the thing that everybody dreams about, which is, you know, having all the parts to just build a full Goblin
Oh,
straight out the gate.
Yeah,
So
you know, and
what's up with that thing,
it
dude?
does not have very much track time.
Yeah.
I think what kind of slowed it down was I blew like 2 diffs right off the bat, and then
I remember that. We were there
the,
for one of those.
The knuckles came with a bearing that was really grimy, and I normally clean them, but I don't know why I didn't clean them this time. And it had this crazy. It got to a certain angle and it would instantly snap 360 degrees. And so, come to find out, it was a seize bearing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
If you know about Hector, you know the dude just goes through transmissions like not on his Golem, but like on
Yeah,
the top
the
line.
Golem.
I mean, he had a backup fans ready to go. If he
What is
blew
that
it
about?
out.
What are you doing, dude?
Dude, it's crazy.
Hector, Dow is asking, when does he get to tune your Golem?
When does he get to do my? Whenever, Dow. Next time I see you, I'll have it with me.
Hey,
Come up, you're out now.
random thing. How much did you and DJ both, how much are you into your Golems?
To be
Hector
honest
doesn't
with you,
want
I
to.
lost count because I have a rear motor set up too that I was just gonna swap. back and forth.
$50,000.
No.
50 grand.
It's like plus 250, right? DJ, what about you? Do you have an idea?
Well, DJ's got so many parts that he now has 2 Golems.
Oh, robot
Right
part.
on.
Golem's
Well,
prices are not calculated. Yeah, you don't want to
There's
calculate.
Yeah, pretty much. You don't want to
Okay,
do
good
it.
idea.
There's some parts that I haven't put onto my calculation sheet, but we're
That's
pretty
crazy.
much in the 3K.
Calculation sheet. That's crazy.
Dude, the
That's
math
how you know it's a
is
lot.
rough.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because now, if you're going to do that with this whole tariff crap, that 3,000 turns into 4,350.
I know.
I'd
One
probably
other
say,
thing that
like, 300,000.
One other thing that really helped out was I got one of the best plugs in Northern California helping Rolling Garage.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Can't really disclose.
Which they just got a shipment, so
Yeah. I don't need anything else.
I know. But if people were looking,
Speaking of, though, we definitely got to shout out Sebastian, dude. That's
Yeah,
something
that's
I
a big
heard all
deal.
year.
That's crazy.
Sebastian overdose Golem driver.
Talk
He's
about
walking
like another really dedicated driver that's just stuck to one brand. Yeah, I mean Seb that stayed so true.
Is that him in chat?
So,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
What's up, Seabass?
Yeah, so we got Rev D and Overdose in the house, and Rhino? No, 80.
oh yeah, Team AD.
Team AD.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Josh.
There you go.
yeah. So I was on Rhino Racing, and then Steve from Super G gave me the opportunity to drive for Team AD. So I was like, yeah, but I you know how the Shark is. I don't know if you guys have driven the Shark. I mean, the thing drives itself. It's super smooth. So I drove that for 2 years and just loved it. I didn't want to give it up, but then I built the Team AD, the XR, and I haven't been back on my Shark since. So it's been great.
Yeah, I think
When you first like build a new setup and you're going into comp mode, you don't know if you're going to trust it at all.
Mhm.
You know, and to do it like a couple weeks before a comp, you're like, I don't know about this. Like it makes you a little uneasy,
for
especially
sure.
when you've been so dedicated to one chassis. I mean, Logan, you know, like, but to be able to just slap it together and put a rough tune on it and have it drive like it did, I was like so relieved to have something to just like drive that great right out of the box, with just basic knowledge and have it do pretty well. And it felt good to actually finally get on the podium at STC with it, even on a tight track was
Yeah.
pretty cool. And then AccuVance too, that's been great.
Yeah.
They staying really true to AccuVance. They've always been really good to me.
Yeah, I've only
Yep.
had a few different. I've only had 2 different brands, like motor ESC wise, and it's I don't see any reason why I would buy anything else now. But
I know I didn't.
way.
I've never. It's if I do have an issue with it, it's my fault. Like I'll reverse polarity it, and even then it'll still work for a little bit.
Yeah, I've done that shit
Yeah.
twice on mine, so it's fine.
And even then, I never put a new cap on it to find out if maybe it's just the cap that blew up. So, but I have trust issues with it because I don't want it to blow up one day at the track during a comp. So I'll just swap the whole like ESC and put a new cap on it.
I mean, I
So-
think that's smart.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I have like 3 at home that have reverse polarity that I could probably just put a cap on and still run them.
Well,
Yeah, that's just how reliable.
Yeah.
they're so
That's
reliable.
mine. I've reversed polarity it twice. The first time blew a cap. I replaced the cap. We're good. Second time I just did it, fixed it, plugged it back in, and drove.
Yeah, I've never blown a motor up ever. And I
Me
mean, yeah, and I think it's been about almost 4 years now with their motors. So
Sick.
yeah,
Miko,
13.5.
what's your fine? Be ahead of the game, Hector. Thanks. No. What's your guys' go-to motor choice? We kind of just talked about it, but like, what do you drive? AccuVance, Agile, 10.5, torque rotor. Give us the specs.
I'm currently on a top line Platinum 313.5 with a torque rotor. On my low motor chassis, that's an 11.5, but I'm not feeling it too much. I think I'm a 13.5 guy.
Okay.
I ran an 11.5 with the LV42 with a high torque rotor.
So Agile
That was-
guy.
That was my go-to, yeah. But now I'm on a 13.5 Absolute One Rev D.
What about you,
what do
Josh?
you notice?
Purple
I'm
one.
on 11.5 agile with
Purple.
a high torque rotor as well.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah.
I don't know, the 11.5 seems to. I like 10.5s and 13.5s. I'm like, I feel sorry for them because I'm just whining them out constantly.
Mhm.
So it's like 11.5 was kind of there, somewhat in the middle, and it's I don't know. Once I went 11.5, I'm like, okay, I'm stuck with this now. 'cause
Yeah, especially with the high torque rotor too.
I seem to like it a lot. So
See, my move is 13.5, but low torque. Well, the stock rotor, but like low FDR. I've been really digging that.
The low end torque, low end throttle.
Just make it work a little bit.
yeah, it depends on your style too. If you're like, I'm that guy that's just always whining my shit out constantly. Like
Yeah.
I'm one that like tries to throw the car and just full boost
out of
every
it, yeah.
time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like that's just like my style. I know some people are completely the opposite, but if I'm gonna throw the car, I'm just using like the inertia of the motor as
Mhm.
much as I can to whip the car. So I don't know. That's just my style. It might make me slower. I don't know, but I just like it.
I wouldn't classify anyone really at Rolling Garage as slow. Usually it's us trying to figure our shit out when we show up.
Yeah. But usually, if you are like a high angle driver, you're gonna be on the slower side. You know.
Yeah,
You
it's
always
the
have
nature of being at an angle, right?
Yeah.
Rolling Garage mentioned us in their story.
Mitch is watching.
Mitch is always watching.
Always watching.
Slightly scary.
He's probably watching the cameras right now.
Probably is.
Oh yeah, there's one over there in the corner.
He's watching through the hole in the wall, dude.
Okay. Miko is apparently turning into the interviewer right now.
Thanks, Miko.
Oh yeah. What's me-
What's the story behind the Team Heartbreak name?
Oh man. You want
know
to?
it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
All right. So we had a friend that had like a bucket, kind of a bucket, like Subaru BRZ, and of course he had like the Heartbreak, like stickers all over the side of it.
Mhm.
And this was back in like the early like comp days for Jordan and I. And you know, it was either like he was winning and I was losing, or I was winning and he was losing, and like so we'd be like, oh, did you know, if I won, he'd be like, oh, you didn't break my heart, you know. And then and it kind of all stemmed from just like sitting in traffic looking at James's car.
Oh,
and like
okay.
seeing the Heartbreak stickers all over it. So it honestly, and I think Liam, I don't know if you guys know Liam, Drift Odyssey.
Yeah.
He owns that car now. It still has the Heartbreak stickers on it.
So that was James's car.
That's James.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he owns it now. It all stemmed from that, and just basically like just doing comps pretty consistently, and you know how it feels when you just have such high hopes and you lose. And you're like you're going in with so much confidence, and it kind of breaks your heart.
Very well how that feels. I felt that.
So you're either breaking hearts or you're getting your heart broken. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it originated. I thought it kind of fit us pretty well.
Team Heartbreak.
I love it. It's a great name for a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was like made official at that team tandem comp that they had here.
Yeah.
So it was like up to 6
that.
cars you could
Dude,
have, and then me and Josh. It was just me and Josh, and we shut it down.
That's one thing I'd like to say. I
crazy.
wish there was more team tandem comps because to me, I don't think there's ever been a higher pinnacle of RC drifting as far as like when you're with your homies and you're all just on point that day, and you all, like you do 30 practice runs and nobody's hitting the wall and nobody's messing up. I mean, Miko knows we did a triple
that was
with him,
insane.
and I've never experienced anything like that until today. Like we were just so dialed. It was just like, I don't know. I've never felt anything like that. We were just so in sync.
It is. It's so much fun. The difference between like trying to tandem someone that is not trying to have you close, right? Versus when you got the homies and you're all locked in and you all have the same goal, the same purpose. It's a totally different side of the sport. Like it's still competitive because I think everyone always kind of splits it up into like just like, you know, fun driving and a competitive driving. But then team tandem is like a melding of the two. It's like it's fun with the homies. We keep everybody in line, but it's still competitive because it's like, yeah, we still got to drive really fucking at a high level.
Yeah.
So
And it's a lot of pressure on each one of you because one little mistake and you screw it up.
Yeah.
especially if you're in the middle.
Yeah.
Yep. We had Miko in the middle.
Yeah, Jordan was like the visionary of it. He's like, you're going to lead. Miko's going to be in the middle. I want to be a tail. I'm like, all right, dude, we're good. So it worked out freaking perfect. I mean, and that was at Sheldon's too, where the flow was really good with the polished concrete.
Yeah.
And I mean,
That
we
layout was
were
good,
on
too.
fire that day, but we really haven't done too well after that.
You peaked.
But still, that's all you need is like two really good comps that you feel really accomplished with, and you don't really care about anything else after that. You know, you just drive and hope you do somewhat good. But
You know what people have been
sometimes
caring
you just feel
about? You guys are breaking hearts like with this.
Corolla gang.
You guys. When your pictures dropped, so much love, so much care into these bodies. These are epic.
Yeah,
They're
that's
insane.
probably the sickest batch of team bodies I've ever seen.
Like I love the
shout out
base
Lunatic
color.
Fellows, man.
Yeah.
He came out. That was Jordan's deal. He orchestrated that, and it all worked out good. Now, I love painting bodies, but man, when you get a body painted like that, you're like, all right, I'm just gonna pay somebody now. I probably painted like over 100 bodies. It's like, all right,
It's that realization where like you play a game with somebody or you do something with somebody else that's like, you're like, oh, dude, we're not even. I paint bodies, but he's playing a totally different game than me.
Yeah, we're just sticking stickers on and stuff. It's like, oh, this is cool. But when you see something like that with the show up paint, and I mean, there's not one bleed on every single body, and the way that he shadows everything before he sprays the color to make it kind of more dramatic.
Yeah, you can see like around the windows in the skirt, like the little fade on the. That's sick.
This is all paint, right?
It's all paint.
Yeah,
It's
all
pure
paint.
art, man. And all show
even
up.
that little one. That's
the little drop shadow on all the flames and stuff.
And then like the pearlescent and the chrome of the Heartbreak and everything, you can't really see it in that picture, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's a great picture.
Who took that? Is that Seb or who?
No, I took that.
Oh,
Is that with your camera, Hector?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I always forget that Hector's a photographer.
I
know.
I at one time did
photographer
photography.
first.
Yeah.
What wing is that on the rear there?
It's a it's like a hodgepodge of wings. It's a OD swan neck,
Okay.
just like the main centerpiece,
Okay.
and then the end plates I made, and then the what are they, standoffs? Those I had made them out of titanium, and then I had my friend 3D print that.
That was all we saw that in like your stories and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that's pretty sick. I love when people just make their own stuff. That's
That's
favorite.
like where my tinkering is
Yeah.
kind of going from.
Yeah, I
Tuning,
love
it's
that.
now going into like making things.
I love that for you. I'm kind of jealous.
I hate this. Miko says full paint bodies are the new standard. I hate that answer.
Honestly, they kind of are.
They are. They so are, but I hate it
Yeah, in
so
terms
much.
of like having the one that everyone's gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
I mean, they just last because
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you're putting the liveries on there and they get, I mean, especially how we drive,
Yeah,
it's
livery
just
doesn't
sad
last
when you put a
at
livery
all.
on there and after 2 sessions, it's like scraped
It's
off.
smoked. Yeah, you can't really clean it that easily.
No. And then they're all peeling up and everything. I don't know.
That's like, so one of my quote unquote sponsors is just my buddy that is a painter. And so like for me, all of my stuff is like the livery part will be paint, but then I do the stickers of the logos and stuff because it's like part of the deal. Like he'll just charge me paint for the paint part, and then I do the stickers myself, so he doesn't have to mess with all that. But I mean, the amount of work it takes to do a body like that all paint is insane.
It is. I think it's worth it though.
Days
Yeah,
and days.
it makes me want to go buy like a cry cut or a silhouette or something and start doing
Yeah.
it myself.
Get into it.
Even if it takes a week or two to build, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I never would have the patience for that stuff.
Same.
So let me get some pictures loaded up here. And
How many of those Heartbreaks of those ones are Corollas, and then how many Corollas are there at RG right now?
Oh man.
Dude, there's a lot at RG.
It's crazy.
I think we
Every
have-
video I see with you guys is just all Corollas. You guys should have
5
Corolla
Corollas?
Nationals, dude.
5 on Heartbreak.
Corolla
Yeah,
Nationals?
5 Heartbreak. And Josh has a 400Z.
Yeah. I had a GR, like a T-Mar one that I built,
Oh yeah.
but it just sucks how you're either like Corolla or nothing else because of the way that the body mounts.
Yep.
Yeah,
So when
Right.
you go- I mean,
Sure.
It's hard to go back.
I
and
wish
forth.
I could still drive it because it's just so short in the back.
that's my issue currently. Is I only have one chassis, and it's set up for Corollas. So I have
Yeah.
other bodies I would run, but there's no
Yep.
shot. It's not
That's
happening.
why I got a second RDX just for that reason.
And
So you
I don't
can-
know, the 400Z that I have, it's like shark nose in the front,
Yeah,
and that it gets you in trouble, man. Like, especially if you're trying to
At
like do.
SDC.
those things
Dude,
got
I
a
hit
beak on
this
them,
guy
dude.
like
Things got a
on the
fucking beak
transition
on
for
it.
shark nose, the little, I don't even know what you want to call it, little point.
The beak.
Twice in a
Yeah.
row, I
Yeah.
nicked him.
The
trying
beak
to
is a
get
good
on him.
word.
And if I would have had something else, it wouldn't even happen. So I'm just not used to that right now.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Corolla. It's like
Yeah.
perfect shape.
The front end is like super rounded too, so you can get like really close on transition.
Yeah.
Not have to worry about catching or anything. You can
Yeah.
even like rub off of
Yeah.
them.
Super far.
Mhm.
I love the rear fender flares. I just kind of wish they were a little bit shorter because it tends to be like that's what you hit the wall on.
Oh yeah. That like point
If
right
they-
in the corner.
Exactly. If
Yeah.
those were like rounded off, then it'd be money.
Yeah.
Okay, switching it up. So,
Yeah. That's
chassis. Whose is who?
So these are both mine.
Okay.
One's the high motor, one's the low motor. But these are what I'm running this season.
What are you? So, being that you have like two built cars, one with high, one with low, what are you noticing the most between the two?
I think low motor, I'm still tuning it. I like the way it bites forward. I'm not liking all the understeer it has.
Hmm.
For chase though, you can be very aggressive with it, I feel.
What does that mean to you? Like,
Like I could be confidently on somebody's door, practically pushing them along a turn or something.
So like the car's not so lungy or
Not so lungy, yeah.
Yeah.
But for me right now, where I feel, and I don't like saying this too much, dialed. Is
that why Adam said that?
I heard you've been
Dialed.
dialed. I've heard a lot of people tell me that you've been dialed. So.
yeah.
So this is interesting. What brought this about?
That was I have had a terminal come off and touch and short a motor. So I just started putting the leads, one of them on the other side and then two on the left and right, and then zip tying them.
And the
If that's
agiles
looking
come
at-
pre-soldered. That's right. Okay.
Is that what we're talking about? Is the motor terminal?
Oh yeah.
Lunatic.
Okay, yeah.
I actually started doing that just also because like it seems like you can actually get the motor wires like tucked better rather than like trying to like stack one on top of another or like stagger them in a certain way.
Mhm.
Like
I can see that.
you can have two of them still kind of overlapping each other because they're not going to even touch each other, and then just throw one on the other side.
Yeah.
So I
Do you
don't
know
know.
the
I kinda did that off
the
you,
weight
Hector.
and the weight balance between the two?
The high motor, I believe, is a 73, like 60,
Oh my
Wait.
god!
7327. And then the low motor, it's not
God
much difference. Like, well, actually, it is kind of much different. It's like 69.
Hell yeah!
7327. Oh my god.
You like a little bit more rear bias,
Rear bias, yeah.
heavy rear bias.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've ever heard anyone do 70.
Hector's always got to have weights on his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are.
A
A whole bunch.
Look at that.
I've actually taken some. I've started to tune back on the weights. I don't really.
He's sitting there in the casita, dude, just bored as hell, and he's like, "What? I got all these
throwing weights
What's going
on it."
there?"
Well, wait. So, what's your all-up weight with body and battery? Like, do you know those numbers?
I haven't done the full-on weight with body and battery on the low motor. High motor, I think it was just borderline of clearing the last federation round. I had to take 2 grams off the rear.
What's the federation rules?
I think it's
for
like
weight?
14 something or it's an 1200 rear bias or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
1200 rear axle. Is that
Yeah.
what it is? Okay.
I got to read the rule again, but it was like 2 grams over.
God damn, that's
So-
crazy. I think
Yeah, I mean, he
most
still
of
gets
our
it flick. It
weights.
flicks hard still too. To have that
It's
much
flick-
rear bias and still get
it-
the car to flick is
It
tough.
flicks hard and then it holds.
Well, that
Yeah,
explains why I can't keep up with Hector ever.
yeah. I mean, that's one thing. Like having a really heavy rear end and still having the car be nimble. Like
Yeah,
that's,
for
that's
sure.
tough to do.
It-
Not feel
Dow
like
wants
it.
to know your FDR, Hector.
So Dow, to answer the SDC 1100 gram, I passed that one on the last round.
He's way beyond that.
And then FDR is I think it's like a 6.98 or something like that.
oh, geez.
Oh, that's not that low.
Yeah, it's not super low. I've tried it in 5 FDR and I've dialed it back a little bit.
So,
Um,
so what is your ESC tune like, though? Like-
ESC tune.
Yeah, so like your boost and your turbo. What numbers are you running?
I think my boost is at 26. My turbo's at 24, and then the can is like I'm over 60. I think the can's at like 38,
Well, I was trying to save you, but
and then all the boost comes in. All the boost comes in really high. I have a really like aggressive throttle curve. It's all down low, and I only use that punch just to either extend the drift or pull me closer to the wall or whatnot.
gotcha. And barrel springs. Which springs are you running, front and rear?
V2s
So the hards
all around
all the way
all
around.
On both cars.
on both cars.
Cool.
And then Jordan's one up sauce, 450 gram oil or whatever, 450 weight.
Yeah. What pistons? What are the pistons
The
like?
stock. These are the stock plastic RDX shocks.
Okay.
I 450 CST.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah, they're putting-
36.25 or something.
Some buggy sauce up in there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm running like Team Associated, like 30, 32, or something like that. Like some stuff I got from just a regular RC shop.
Yeah, look, me and Jordan, we've elevated to a supreme level of oil, and we're
Yeah.
we got the best stuff in our shocks. Better than
Logan, what
anybody
oil?
else's. Huh?
Said what oil?
I've
Who's
tried.
like-
There's oil in my shocks, okay?
I've tried Mugen buggy like 600 weight, and that was a little much.
I don't have big boards anymore, so there's still oil in my shocks.
Oh, they're leaking.
No,
Yeah,
he's running the UC dampers.
Oh, okay.
Now, yeah, they maintain the oil now. And Josh, shout out to Josh. He was in the chat. Josh reading. I don't know how you pronounce your last name, Josh, but he brought me the money O-rings for those. So Hector, if you want to know what O-rings you need to run so they don't pop off all the time, let me know.
You know
Yeah, I
who
forgot
gave
Victor has those.
Dow gave me he
Dow has them
found-
too, right?
Yeah, Dow has them too. He gave me a
Yeah.
little stack of them. Shout out to Dow.
Shout out to Dow.
Your hood.
Yeah.
Is Josh's car?
Josh's car.
Oh yeah.
Speaking, okay, real
Absolutely.
quick, we're seeing purple.
Yeah.
If you're watching Jordan's stories earlier today, he's trying to trade a purple Brev for a black Brev. So if you got a black
Yes.
Brev and you
Oh,
want a
man, you
purple
gotta keep
Brev,
the purple.
Jordan.
It's a purple.
Well, it's for my other car.
Oh.
I mean, I got you. Not really, but I do have a black Brev.
Oh, you want a purple one?
There you go.
Only if you want. It literally just hangs on the wall all day long. So
He'll do it.
yeah, if you want.
All
There
right.
you go. That's your deal.
Done.
it's stream official, you guys.
Yeah, they just shook on it.
Okay. Tell us, Josh. What's up?
I will say, all the AD stuff that I've seen, I really like what they make. Like it's all really
Yeah.
well thought out, cool looking. It's cool stuff.
It really is. I didn't know what to think about it at first. I'm like, all right, I'll just put this thing together. Let's see what's up. And man, I'm impressed. I mean,
It's really nice.
it is. It drives great. It's the one thing I like is just having something that's easy to work on. You know, that's kind of all I really care about is just like easy to maintain. Something goes wrong, you can fix it really fast. And just having like a really reliable like transmission. That's a big deal to me because I know I've seen transmissions blow up during comps and stuff like that, and people lose just over like an RMX or something like that. I've seen those blow up so many times at comps. It's like, oh man. So to have something where the transmission is reliable and it will last you a year without even touching it, I mean, that's a big deal to me. And so far, it's been great. So yeah, I just run the 11.5 Agile on it. 2784 gear ratio. I'm running the top line rear arms there. At that point, I was running the Yokomo brass rear hubs. Shout out Shane, he was telling me to run those, and it drove really good with them. But I just put the new Team AD rear knuckles on.
I saw that.
Yeah, so they're pretty cool. I'm not gonna run the active toe yet, but those are pretty cool. So I'm just trying those out tonight. And then got the Rhino Racing front, upper and lower arms on the front.
Yeah.
And just a GYD with I think a CD700 on it.
Sick.
I think the biggest oversight on the Rhino arms, the uppers at least, is the set screw. Because it's
Yeah.
like right behind the shock.
Oh.
A little hard to get to.
True, huh?
Yeah,
Loctite
but
that.
man, it's so cool having bearings in the arms because, man, I love that. How you don't have any play and they rotate really freely.
Like the
which-
Rev Ds.
Like the
yeah,
Rev
it's
Ds.
really nice. Yeah.
Like the wrap up. Those. No.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm used to the old crap where it was just the regular,
Just a pin
pushing.
and a hole.
Well, I remember the first time I built a Yokomo Z, and I was messing with the front end, and I was like, I did something wrong here, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
that's just how it is.
Yeah, I'm running the Axon Revo shocks in it too. I've kind of always stayed pretty true to those. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Got the AccuVance XX on there, the Blaze cap.
All the boxes.
All the boxes on there.
You got the little baby Rev D turnbuckles.
Yeah. Dude, the knuckles are cool too. The 80 knuckles.
Mhm.
I basically just built those kind of how it says in the manual, and they rip. You can run them either like a RDX style or YD2 style with the knuckle stoppers like upper or lower.
Oh, that's cool.
Those are integrated hexes too, right?
Yeah. So yeah, they seem to work really good. The bearings are really good inside of them. Everything runs really smooth. But yeah, nothing too crazy.
Okay. Yours was clean. I didn't see anything weird on here.
I mean, I'm pretty bad with wiring, so
Wiring's
but,
fine.
yeah,
Hey,
I'm pretty bad. Like you might see, like kind of by the GYD, I just kind of shoved all the wiring in some heat shrink there.
Yeah, that's fair. That's valid.
gotta
Like
clean it
the
up, but at
GYD,
least-
unless you're gonna shorten them, you got to do something with them.
Yeah, I mean, I can shorten them, but I didn't feel like going that far.
yeah.
The only thing I
that's-
think will rip you on is the antenna.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, rip me on that.
Do you have an antenna?
Yeah, he has
You know what? Hey, that broke off, so I just kind of like tucked it in there, so it looks totally different now.
Okay. Here we go.
This is the new RDX.
Yeah, bone stock. Besides the bell crank and the servo horn.
So what's the what those are things that you obviously did like right away. What's the reasoning behind that?
Just I think having any slop in your steering is like it doesn't ever work out well.
It's not helpful.
I think that they're like two spots that just need to be like stiff to get like the max precision you can out of your servo and gyro,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, like it makes the job of the gyro a lot harder if there's a lot of play in the steering.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's just a bone stock RDX with
Except-
and I also have the metal calipers too, or the rotors too.
And
Oh, and that carbon brace right there.
and
One Up Hardware.
there you go.
Wow, the plug.
The
Dude,
best
that's
hardware.
literally the plug.
The sickest battery plug of all time.
Oh yeah, and those two, of course.
No lie, I'll stand by them. I stand by
Yeah,
them. No, I'll.
They're cool. I just put them on. I think whenever I got this RDX, I think it was like last Friday, and they're sick. They're cool.
Oh, so this is the one up.
Yes,
Oh, I was curious about that.
Like,
it works good.
Yeah.
do you know if it still does like S-Bus stuff, or are you a Sanwa boy?
Well, yes, it does. I think Mitch. I'm pretty sure Mitch is running it, and he has
Okay.
S-Bus.
And how
I
much?
haven't-
How much is this versus stock, like OEM?
I don't notice a difference really. I mean, it's a
No.
like different car. But
Sorry, price
it
wise.
seems like pretty
Oh,
good. Oh,
Way cheaper.
it's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
lot.
it's
Very
half
good
the price
price.
of like a 10px receiver.
Yeah.
More than that.
It's like $70
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
versus 110 for like a 4G if you have a 10px.
Yeah, deal. But all day long. And you
I need
can
to
get
pick one
them.
of those up at pick1up.com. Yeah.
You
That's
do
pretty-
have to bind it a certain way, like it has a little binding plug.
Yeah, but it was super
It's
easy.
not,
actually,
it's not hard at all though.
Oh, back
And
to bind plug days.
It's about the same size as like a normal receiver. Or is it a little smaller?
It's smaller than the 404.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It just has like a smaller like footprint.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just, I don't know. It's nice though. I like how it looks. It's clean.
Yeah, simple.
Yeah, and then so that motor is the purple Absolute One,
Yeah, I
and
saw
it's
that.
a prototype right now.
Oh, fancy.
It's not available to the public yet.
Can't get that, guys.
Can you give us
Yeah.
any details or NDA?
I haven't really like looked into it really, but I don't think there's really any details. Maybe in Japan they have the details, but I think it's like a whole new thing from the old Absolute One. Pretty sure it has a different rotor in it, but I'm not too sure. I've never ran an Absolute One. This is my first one, so it's kind of all new to me.
I would feel like a revision would probably be less torque.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
I've never ran one, so I don't know. I couldn't really
Okay.
compare it to anything.
I'll tell you what though, like even before the tariffs, the pricing on RevD stuff, it's gone up, which is
Yes,
sad to
it has.
see, but I mean as long as it's a quality product, then people will buy it no matter what.
I mean, it
I think RevD is some of the highest quality, if
For
not
sure.
the highest quality.
For sure.
Jordan,
you
you
run
just got roasted.
What?
Someone,
Yeah.
someone
Yeah,
said
you
that
did.
your handoffs are
Stand-
upside down. I think it's Christian.
No, they look cool that way, okay, Christian? Freaking team bust.
Did you say what diff you had in it too?
Oh, I have a
Ball.
ball diff in there, Yokomo ball diff. And it was the one that I ran in my outdoor RDX. And it somehow still works. The sandbox gear, or the sandbox diff.
I mean it's
Oh,
it's enclosed, right? Like the RevD,
Yeah,
the RDX is
but
enclosed.
It literally feels like there's sand in it. It's pretty bad.
I
But
think
it
it's
still
how
works.
I think that's how ball
It's
diffs are.
smooth. I think it's good.
I got it like max looseness right now. It's like quarter turn.
You
from
probably
coming
tighten
out.
it up, and you're gonna feel some grains. in
Yeah.
there.
It's so funny. Like, obviously, I've been exposed to the ball diff lifestyle now for a while. But when I first got into RC Drift, everything that I read and saw was like, absolutely don't do ball diff. But now it's like, so many of the people that I know that are like high tier, high level drivers are like, yeah, it's just
Seems
a
like
ball
it's-
diff.
It's
It's
so
either that
easy.
or like CLSD.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
way that you can just instantly like adjust it
yeah.
on the fly to what you like
Can't beat that.
is pretty cool.
Like the Yokomo ball diff for sure, because all you need is a 1.5 driver. You can shove it up in between the shaft, like between the outdrive and whatnot, and then you just tighten the other wheel, like tighten or loosen. Super simple.
Yeah.
We accept pain.
Good to see Malcolm in the chat.
Yeah, and also that fan on there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yep.
It's got the little Hayato cat.
Oh, we can see it.
Shout out Miko for that. He got me that from Japan. It's so sick.
Plastic to match the chassis.
Yep.
Plastic fan. Yeah, that's like the one time you can't rip on someone for having all plastic because he matched. You got the plastic.
Yeah,
fan,
yeah.
dude. Mitch.
It looks at home on there. Look at that.
Like
Yeah,
the
dude.
most matched plastic chassis.
You know what? You should probably the one roast I'm gonna do is that like none of your electronics are plastic, so get
Yeah,
ready.
that's true, huh?
Get a plastic motor next time.
I'm gonna hit up Rev D about that.
Get a plastic motor.
Like, hey, I've got a new concept. Ultralight plastic motor, you guys. It'll be well insulated.
Zoom in on those solders too. That's the mid-spec solders.
Mer.
The best little beads.
Looks
You
pretty
need the
good.
titanium servo screws.
Oh, I know. That's the one thing I don't have. I haven't got them yet.
The lockdown screws, dude.
Oh yeah, I have those. I have those on the motor. He was talking about like the servo case screws. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
The little ones.
I gotta get those.
Oh, these guys?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Jesus,
Oh, that's
dude.
Jordan, he likes the
That's
white-
crazy.
He likes the little curls too. He always
That's
does little
crazy.
Yeah.
little curly.
Oh yeah. The
Oh
little,
yeah.
Well, curly fries.
I do like the curly fries. That's clean.
And you had to put an extent. No, that's just the gyro. Never mind. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Curly cues.
I want to try out the Revox and the new servo setup.
The Pro Dog.
Godlike.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a company commit to no bumper on the chassis because this looks kind of just weird.
Yeah.
And nobody runs we don't need bumpers. I think people buy bumpers just because they look cool. Obviously, overdose, that's the issue.
Yeah, or like that carbon Rev D one's pretty cool looking too.
Yeah. But who needs a bumper?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got one for you, Jordan.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Whoa.
Oh, tiny bumper.
No surprise.
Right. Is it better be plastic though?
Yeah,
You're gonna carbon.
You can print it, right? 3D print.
Yeah, we can print it.
I put a picture of my other RDX in there. I think it was just one picture.
Only just.
It was just like a. It looked like.
Do you have
Hector
your cars in there?
Full option RDX.
That just sounds funny. Full option RDX.
Yeah,
Like-
but still some plastic bits. Yeah,
That's your other one, huh?
Yeah.
That's the big
Still
dog.
has the Acuvance.
What's the weight on just the caps?
Oh, it's like I think it's 53 grams.
The Christmas tree. Oh yeah.
I stacked all the boxes.
Look at all the
The
boxes.
Christmas tree weighs what, like 10, 20 grams?
Yeah, I think it was like 13. And then I didn't cut down any of the wires either for all the caps, so that was an extra like 10, maybe
So
less.
is this the equivalent to a mullet? Is this the RC mullet?
Pretty much.
Because it's very
Look at
clean
it,
up
all
front.
the stack right
Clean up
there.
front, party in the back, yeah.
Zero
mullet,
front
huh?
weight on that car.
I think that's
What
the
is that
first
thing,
time
like
I've heard of that.
75?
No, I think it's 74. 74.
Oh, yeah.
26. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like- 1470 total with the body.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's getting into Golem territory.
I mean, but that car pretty much started out how it's the one he has now.
Yeah.
Is,
Yeah.
It was all plastic, and then it just evolved.
How heavy is
Yeah.
this car? Is your new comp car?
Wait, what?
Your new chassis? All up weight. What is that?
I have not put it on scales yet.
Because like the RDXs are literally the only chassis that I've seen like have problems trying to meet weight,
Yeah.
like minimum weight.
So I put like 70 grams of battery weights underneath the battery, and that's pretty much it. I did the one up 34 gram,
Sure.
and then a Yokomo one that's whatever, however heavy. But
TDP struggles to meet minimum weight too. I believe that.
yeah, yep.
That was a Dow comment, if anyone wanted to know.
Or no.
Where now?
TDB struggle.
We have to acknowledge one of the better drift videos I've seen in a while, which was Dow drifting at the new Sheldon's location from outside of the store.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
That was
Yeah, Dow
hilarious.
just farting out there, just looking by.
Oh, that's why he was out there. Oh, jeez. Wow, hey, good job, everybody. 54 viewers, concurrent viewers. That's epic.
Nice.
Some popular
Yeah.
boys on here.
Are they
Yeah.
watching this inside of the shop at Rolling Garage?
Yeah, they have it on the TV, and then I
Oh.
think they're watching it in the office too.
Shout out to everybody who's there on a
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out
Thursday
everybody except for James though.
fucking James.
Minus shout out for
Should be a
James.
guy named Patrick
Negative
there.
minus
I know.
one for James.
Minus shout out.
Shout
Jeez.
out to Patrick.
Seems harsh.
He's gonna walk in this door.
We need to push for James to get like a monster sponsorship.
Oh God, there he is. Hey, James.
You know, he
Yeah,
can
he's
come on
on.
camera. Like,
You think I can't hear you, you son of a bitch?
Oh God, that was funny.
You know the stream is live, right?
No, no way.
We either need to lean into full when you get James a full Monster sponsorship, or we just have to have an intervention.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
drinks
assuming
about
that he
4 a
drinks a lot
day.
of Monster.
He does, man.
He crushes Monster, dude.
And the dues now.
Oh my,
Oh,
they got
man.
dudes in there right now.
They're just,
Nick came
they're
and
just
brought
doing
two
down
back.
in there.
Hey, drink a couple dews and tune your car. See what happens. That's all I gotta say.
You got the do tune, dude?
Yeah.
Do tune?
I don't know. It seems to all work out. Because we'll do it, and then I'll come back the next day sober, and I'm like, all right, let's see if this works out. And it does. I don't know how, but I don't drink a lot either. It somehow works out. So, give it a
So
shot.
let's take it around. It's 8:30. Let's switch it up here. You guys mind if you do some roasting on some rigs? We'll kind of change it there.
Oh, I'm down.
Or Logan,
hold back.
before we do this, do we have any other questions that you're dying to ask?
Well, I wanted to see if we can get Hector to post some chassis in the
Oh, yeah.
Discord.
In the Discord.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You have like 800 of them.
Let's see.
You have 17,000 chassis.
No lie.
Let's see.
I want to see Carl post a chassis in the Discord.
Carl's
You're
working on
gonna-
something crazy.
Oh yeah, that thing is crazy.
What is Jonel's company called? I'm forgetting.
Who?
Um,
Oh,
Carl's testing like a new chassis for our friend Jonel. He
Oh,
just
cool.
engineered it. I'm forgetting his name,
I think I follow him on Instagram.
but he made this really cool solid axle,
Oh, I think I
Kinda
know
like
what you're talking about.
like a CC01 rear end kind of.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool chassis. I mean, it seems to drive really well too. And he just kind of scratch built it, and he's producing them now. So
Sick.
I'm
Carl,
I don't know.
we made you some new friends. The next time you go out to Vancouver Island to drift, the boys on the show last week, we'll hook you up with them.
I think I even have a picture of it, like somewhere in Roast My Rig.
Oh, really?
It's Total Shop Toge is his Instagram. But yeah, he's doing some crazy stuff right now. It's really interesting. I don't know if you have any pictures of it on hand.
I know I've seen it.
Yeah.
Like I know I've seen it. And I remember saying like Mark would love this. If you want to post in Roast My Rig to be supposedly featured,
Let's see. It's
Please,
too bright.
it's Roast My Rig.
Oh, there we go. Is that it?
Oh, roast that rig? Okay.
No, thank you.
Oh.
Ass.
It rolls.
It rolls, yeah. It doesn't ever drive. It just sits here.
You blow a diff every time. Wait, is that the gong?
This is a GOM. I can't find photos to send.
So he
That's
just
crazy.
puts it on
Like-
stream. Okay.
Photographer can't find photos of his car. You're lying.
Dude, I have so many photos. I gotta go through.
He's like, I have photos, but I haven't edited any of them, so I can't.
I can. Let me see. I'll take one. I'll take one with my phone and then send it to you guys.
What droop?
Yeah,
in
that'll
the
work.
rear?
There's Carl's pictures.
Like we're rubbing.
I know. That's crazy. Never done that. Some good filming.
Oh, I hear all the posts going on.
Posts are going.
Let's see what we got.
I did some brake cleaner on my bearings and the one up juice for the bearings.
Yes, sir.
Things spin like crazy.
Keep your front end smooth and loose, people.
Smooth and loose with one up bearing oil.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I should do it.
Nick needs a Mountain Dew sponsorship. There you go.
There we go. I'm down with that.
Dude.
The hard dues. Do the do.
Do the do, baby.
We were telling June to that when he was here. I gave him one. I was like, "This is called do the do." He was like, "Oh, do the do." It was so funny.
Have you tried them yet, Logan? Or
I haven't had them yet, but I told
Oh,
James.
man.
Dude,
He sent it to. I told him I was like, "You come on the podcast, and that's what I'll get. I'll get some dudes."
there's always an ice chest full of dudes at RG next to our table. Literally every single time.
I'm gonna show up with a 30 pack of Mountain Dews next time, dude.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so apparently midnight, not apparently, but like midnight menu.
That's Carl.
That's Carl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this before. Here. This thing.
There she is. So what the hell is going on here?
Ah man, I don't know. It's
Oh,
really
is
interesting.
so this is that straight axle car that I've been seeing
Yeah.
Yeah,
with like a 4-link. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Has he even driven it?
Yeah, he's been
Oh,
tuning
okay.
it. Yeah.
What is that? Wait.
What is this?
Oh, it's like a panhard bar?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
And I've been driving with him since like the old Sheldon's days, and he'd always had like a CC01 with like an 80, A86 body on it. And then now, I mean, here we are like 8 years later, and he's building chassis, which is really cool to see. And he's kept it kind of true to like the 86 style.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What center shaft
Mitch
are you
Already
using?
roasted. Mitch is already roasting Carl.
It is cool. It is very cool.
So what's the weight on that thing?
I had no idea.
I'd be curious to know like the weight and the balance and everything.
Hector, did you get your pictures posted?
Yeah, I have a GOM up there now.
Okay.
Yeah, it weighs 17,000 grams.
Standoff
13
Central.
1380 total, he says.
You need 6 feet of standoffs. I find that hard to believe. That's crazy. What's the balance? Do you know?
I don't know offhand.
67? Damn, that's crazy.
Dude.
That's kind of surprising.
Okay, Hector.
Down.
What is
Yeah,
going on here?
Roast the GOM.
The only roast here is that this is all like day one. This is what it looked like. He had all this shit and he built it.
He doesn't drive that thing either. It
he,
just,
doesn't even drive it.
No.
Like even the V2 high motor mount? Like
Yeah. Oh,
He's gonna go pull out his extras.
I have the whole. I just haven't put it together yet. The whole rear motor thing. I just need the arms, and it was gonna be just drop in to that chassis when I wanted rear motor, but I don't know. We'll see if we ever drive it.
Put a Marvera on that rear motor.
yeah. I want to try the RR setup with the Marvera.
try to lessen the pendulum effect of it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I started with. Like my first comp car was the RX, and man, I loved the way that thing drove, but it did just transition like very sluggishly.
Hmm.
So now that we have lighter motor options, it'd be cool to revisit that.
Yeah, so I really don't have much drive time on it. Those tires are just used tires from something else.
What is
that?
Yeah,
What
what is
that?
this? What is
Whoa.
this?
You got those big old nuts.
So
that
it's just I wanted to stiffen the TC flex deck. So I think that's a standoff for like the rear shock tower, so you can put like a brace, and so I
put
just I put it right
like a-
through it and I screwed it.
Is a nut into a countersink?
No, it's not countersink. It's threaded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, if it's threaded, why didn't
Oh,
you just
wait.
use a screw going down?
Because it's male threaded. It's
Oh.
not. It's not a female thread.
You know
The
you can
female
fix
thread's
that,
coming
right?
From the bottom, so that's just your regular tapered screw, and then the top part is like a male thread.
You need to shorten your wires, sir.
Yes. Yep.
Do
I
the
need
do.
I need to drive this thing.
Why don't you drive it? Do you think?
I think because the comp season was coming up, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to spend too much time. If I was breaking diffs,
Fair.
and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna waste time doing this.
Yeah.
You know, Dow, you don't have to explain everyone else's choices. Like,
Thanks, buddy.
okay. Everything.
It loaded a whole
Oh,
bunch of
okay.
photos.
HE4s or not yet?
Wait,
HG3s.
your
Okay.
your shock collar thingies, spring helper thingies, don't match.
No, I know
Right.
because so there was
They don't
I did a front and a rear spring setup. So purples are hards and fronts or something like that. So it was just a mental thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
That's
I have
fair.
the full set of purples. I have the full set of reds.
baller, jeez.
Expect nothing less from Hector, dude. He's got it all.
For real.
Okay,
It's JSM Hobbies titanium screws.
how do you have the top shaft too?
The top shaft. Yes.
I've heard some things. How is
Of
that?
them
Oh wait, you haven't driven it.
No, I don't have much time to like have tested it or broke one or diffs are what I break on this car.
On every car.
On every
Okay.
car.
Wait. So are you on ball
His
diff?
RDX. His RDX is
Except
solid.
RDX.
RDX has been solid.
Yeah.
It's
He
been
broke
taking
his
a
spool,
beating.
dude.
I don't.
Have you broken a spool?
No, I never used a screw on the RDX. It's
Hector
been
probably
Yokomo
broke
gear
the spool.
diff.
I think Hector's got a do too.
Hector's got the do.
Hector, you got
No.
a do there? Oh.
What are you drinking, Hector?
We're drinking a zero for the homies.
I was about to say it like a LaCroix or something.
So
That's-
this-
That's Josh's drink of choice.
Yeah.
Oh,
the-
yeah.
What are they called?
LaCroix,
Yeah.
LaCroix.
Oh, LaCroix?
LaCroix.
Yeah, I like that.
LaCroix.
Crocs.
LaCroix.
Oh, yeah.
man,
Oh yeah. Who's that? That's Nick's.
yeah, it's Nick's.
Oh, Nick put it on there?
Man, that body looks like.
I
Never
could tell
mind.
Malcolm was a big Coke Zero guy.
So
Who
good.
did that?
This is Nick.
Sick. Shout out to Team Psycho.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out Team Psycho.
I saw Roy making his announcement that they actually have like an official location for their STC series. That's
Sick.
super cool.
That's sick.
Oh, that's cool.
I love Roy. He's always very supportive whenever I got something going on. He's always one of the first people to say congrats and stuff.
Yeah, he was the first guy. I think the first comp I did in like 2018. He was the first guy to come up and give me my very first like sticker.
Oh
I
right,
couldn't believe it. And that was so long ago. I'll never forget it.
I still
I
have
had
my.
that same like hot pink Psycho sticker. I
Yeah.
have one, but I'm like afraid to put it on anything. I'm like, this thing is.
And it's never stopped. Here we are, like 2025.
Did you get the car air freshener from 2 years ago for STC?
No, I didn't.
No.
Yeah, it's still
Wait,
hanging
yes,
up
I
in.
did. Yeah, I did.
It's still hanging in my car. It's so cool.
His apparel's really nice too. His shirts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so Nick got those screws anodized. They're just silver titanium Rev D.
Okay.
They look pretty good.
That's the
So
cool thing.
I haven't
with-
seen them in
with,
person, but
They
they're
look
sick.
really good.
Like with
Yeah.
titanium, it's a lot easier than aluminum to anodize because it just requires less.
They do
material.
electro anodization where you took
Yeah.
them.
You can do
So-
heat
Yeah.
and electro, yeah.
I
And
think you
the
said they
electro
did-
is accurate. Like you can just get it to that color every
Yeah.
time.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can set it to a specific
Voltage.
frequency and it gets to a specific color.
Yeah, I want to do that with my 1-up screws because they only offer blue and bronze for anodizing. So I just got them silver, but I kind of like the look of the silver. I don't know, it's just
I like
simple.
the silver.
Yeah.
I had a blue set installed on a car that I sold, and I was like, damn, those are pretty freaking sick. But
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah, I
silver.
have the blue on my Carbon RDX. God dang, Nick, is your shock dirty or what is all that
Yeah, let's
gunk?
clean that. What the hell, dude? Holy!
Nick, go use the blower, dude. What's going on? Oh my god.
I am not a blow guy. I don't blow often, but holy shit, you need to blow, dude.
Go blow, Nick.
Go blow, Nick.
That's all that DRC dust, dude.
Right.
Okay, let me rewind a little bit here.
Also, the wheel rim gap.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
this?
Got some poke.
Yes, sir.
Got that poke.
He's got some poke. Wow.
What we got going on?
Oh, it's got that
Mitch's
poke.
the spring heat shrink isn't shrunk. I don't even know how that's possible.
Okay,
The
what do I... Here, we can... I want you guys
Stretch
to
tires.
roast Chris here. He deserves a roast.
Don't
Oh, Chris is the homie though.
That thing's
roast
sick.
these
I love
cars.
seeing that at
Hey,
the comp.
listen,
That car stood out.
that's good. all of these team cars we've been battling. Judd picked the worst possible fade of all time to do, white to black.
Oh, Lord. Come on, Judd.
These are all 10 footers, I would say. So this is way too close to be looking at these. But shout out, the liveries are sick. Shout out to RC Cut and Paste. The liveries came
Yeah,
out.
they are cool.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes
just,
that saves it when you do the fade and it doesn't look good when you stick the livery
Yeah,
over it. It's
exactly.
like, all right.
That's
Yeah.
the only reason any of these cars look good is because of the livery saves it. The fades are all dog shit.
Is everybody like on a Corolla?
No,
I think
Definitely
you're
not.
right?
this one we're doing just like whatever you want to run because that was the biggest hang up was like we couldn't
They're
So let's just
basically
pick on
Power
livery,
Rangers.
throw this car together.
Power
yeah.
Rangers.
Chris wanted to do like some crazy Power Rangers shirt. I was like, dude, come on.
Artie likes the colored headlights.
Yeah, I think everyone eventually. I don't know what I'll do, but everyone has.
Oh,
Like,
I gotta do these
colored
yellow.
headlights.
What am I doing?
I mean,
I really loved anyone you guys saw, but anyone that saw our team beat BMW like Eurofighter things,
Mm-hmm.
like the livery was a certain color, but then each of us had like kind of our own accent color. And
Yeah,
I've seen that a
that was
lot, in,
sick.
like race cars and stuff. I love that.
Those were all paint too, right?
Yeah.
Or-
Well, the
Yeah.
livery was all the logos
Yeah.
and stuff were stickers, but yeah, the livery was paint.
Those are cool.
okay, next incoming, we've got Mitch. Not Rolling Garage Mitch. This is
Oh,
Oregon Mitch.
Which
Morgan Mitch.
Oh, sorry. It's
new Mitch or old Mitch?
old Mitch.
Old Mitch.
Closer to me Mitch. Like
Okay.
like
RC Mitch.
Albany. Yeah, RC Mitch. There we go. So
That
this
intercooler setup, that brings back some memories right there. We all used to run ours like that.
you got a
Back to the
zip tie
combo.
on there.
Yeah. You cut the grill out and slap the body on.
It's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
well,
Oh,
I
that's
mean
metal
I see a
too.
hot dog racing sticker, and my roasting ends there.
Oh man.
Hot dog.
are
gotta
you
do another
roasting him for having the hot dog sticker?
Yeah, exactly. What an idiot for having that. Just
Shout-
kidding. I love
Shout
that
out to
sticker.
Mark.
And a D style sticker, dude. I can't roast this car.
The Kirby.
Shout
Yeah.
out D Style.
Shout out Mark.
Oh wait. Wait, when did these come out?
I think that's just some James shit, dude.
Man,
Definitely.
Isn't that James shit, Jordan?
Yeah, it definitely is.
is he still in Japan?
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Did he bring
He'll
his
be back
RC
soon.
car or no? He's just going to tourist stuff.
He brought a single car. I think this week is like he's going to maybe 1 or 2 tracks.
Okay, sick.
Dude, he
And
was
that boy's
driving
coming
an
back with a
R34.
suitcase full of parts, allegedly.
Yeah, he's driving an R34.
That was sick.
He showed me a picture of it. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, he got to drive an
Aw.
R34 at Fuji Speedway, like right after the FDJ event. Pretty sick.
Damn. You got the Kirby fan.
Okay, we've got PDX Hot. This is Michael York. Yeah, I think
Nice.
got his STC. Wow, yeah, sticker all ready to go.
Damn, why
But-
don't we get cool stickers like that for pit stop?
You should have.
We don't get any number plates or nothing.
You
No,
should have.
nothing.
They send those to everybody.
Yeah,
What the heck is
You're
going
getting
on,
ripped off,
Josh?
dude.
No, you. Yeah. Pit stop, Josh.
You know, I knew once Josh sold that place that it would never be the same.
here we go. What
Got
is
some long
this?
wires.
What are we doing?
Hella
Whoa.
wire, dude.
What are we doing?
Whoa!
There's
Where are those
Josh.
things going?
Josh is in the chat. Shout out to Josh.
Look at these heartbreakers. Oh, hey Josh.
Look at these heartbreakers. Josh, where is our stickers?
Where's the sticker at, Josh?
Like they're coming.
Dow.
We holding out.
So about
He
that.
said about that.
What, Josh?
Wait, whose car is this? Because those wires are literally out sticking like beyond the fender. What are we doing
You
here?
got him coming outside the body.
He's not
That's
done with it, right? He just built this thing.
He's testing
Oh,
still.
that's that beast mode.
The beast mode.
Beast mode.
Beast mode.
All the wires.
Beast mode's going
Oreo.
to be sponsoring our Two Drift to Death event, obviously.
Okay.
I imagine. I don't know exactly what we'll have, but probably a chassis giveaway and stuff.
Do you have an energy drink sponsor for that yet?
We're working. We'd like to work with Liquid Death again because that was actually a huge
Yeah.
plus to have all
That
the
was
water
awesome.
on hand. But you know they're a little hard to get hold of these days. Now
Are
that
they
we're
in
not with
Oregon?
Kevin. No, but the old track, Kevin had a really good relationship with them. But,
Okay.
you know,
Cool.
passing that off and getting a hold of them has not been
Yeah.
as easy.
Dark Mag.
Either way, I have a checking and a savings. Josh. Oh shit.
This is from
this?
Soleil. Lit.
So where do the
Olay.
stickers go?
Yeah, why? I don't understand why you don't have stickers, Josh. Did you sell
What
the
does that have to
stickers,
do with
Josh?
stickers? Oh, that's what I like to see. FRP deck.
With the carbon uppers.
Vito, I hope
Yeah.
you posted a picture of that, what you're talking about.
Who is this?
Gabriel says
Shout out.
shout out to Hector,
Shout out to Hector.
What?
You're the Hector.
the one and only.
For what? What am I being shouted out for?
Because
I
you're
don't know.
Hector.
Oh,
Gabriel B shouted you out.
Because you're apparently fire
Oh, yeah.
and not just dialed.
yeah.
Your Vanquish boys are enjoying RC. Hey. Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. They've been coming.
Yeah,
Like, they've been coming a lot.
they're awesome.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're getting a
guys.
lot better. That's pretty cool at Rolling Garage. A lot of the newer guys, they're really picking it up very quick.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
so you can get a bunch of these smaller connectors, and if you buy them in bulk, it's like $10 and you can get like 100 of them. Or you
Oh,
can
no
buy
way.
them.
What's going on in the motor? Those are not the right.
Wait a second. What's
What's
going on
there? that
Absolute
about?
one with bullets on it.
That's not.
That's not right.
That's some sketchy stuff there. He said Mitch did it.
I guess
Just
for
blame
you crawler guys, we're gonna have Harvey with well, not Harvey, but Josh with Harvey Designs.
Oh, that's your car, Christian? I didn't even realize.
And he immediately blamed Mitch, dude.
Closed end motor plugs, wild. Okay.
Yeah, shout out Christian, man. He's been killing it too.
Yep.
He's throwing
Damn,
back
he got called out by Carl though.
Yeah.
Old man Josh.
That's Josh. Canada Josh.
Are those like
Yeah.
Regas in the front? We were trying to tell at the comp. I think he was running those same wheels in the front. They look like inch down like Rega Masters or something.
They kind of do, huh?
Yeah, they're sick.
I like that. Yeah, that is sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
Are they Regas?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
I don't know. He's in the chat, I believe.
Printed Regas.
He was.
He's still
Okay,
there.
he's instead of those.
Like 5 offset.
Yeah. We need that file.
Printed.
Yeah,
we need
someone needs to
we
make
need Regas.
legit Regas.
Yes.
Somebody make them.
Yeah, someone 3D printed some at RG, but the hexes didn't fit on the wheels, so
Yeah.
Oops.
kind of just display, I guess.
Oh, too far.
little Dremel work. We'll get them.
Yeah, those are
A
sick.
company is working on a proper Riga.
A company, I like that, Vittorio.
I wonder what company that would be.
Yeah, I wonder what company that would be.
Did you see their $35 wire management clip? It looks cool, but it's expensive.
What is it?
It's that lightning bolt. Looks like a Pikachu tail. For their like 3-wire clamp. It's like $35 on Super G right now.
Oh gosh.
What is this, Figma? Figma, what are you doing?
That's Malcolm shit, dude. Don't worry about it.
That's a
Oh,
rat's
that's all-
nest, dude.
That's
Oh,
old
that's just
Malky
Malcolm
right
shit.
there.
Oh my! That's Malcolm's tech, dude.
I like how
That's art
Oh,
spec.
Malcolm. Well,
Hey, you know what? Malky gets it done though, man.
Malcolm's low-key one of the best
Took it
drivers.
in a
the world.
hurry.
He's dialed.
That's like I can tell that
Take it in your
he-
bathroom.
it's
Yeah, right?
He's got it.
oh
Oh,
shit,
Eternity.
Oh,
eternity, dude. No wonder Malcolm always smells good.
Sure about
Best
that?
light.
How about now? You got. I like the wires because you can tell that he just took them out of the box and then installed them and then has never touched them ever again.
Yeah, I think he just built that thing.
I think he
just built
swapped
it.
over his electronics from his TDP.
How about
I'm
some
slowly
redemption?
making the TDPs migrate.
We'll have a little bit of
out of here.
redemption for this.
I love this body though.
This is
thing's
cool.
sick.
I
Yeah.
actually helped him build that body. I don't think I put the livery on, but I like painted it and all that.
Oh, it's sick.
Yeah, it's like a full livery. He has like a wrap guy.
He wanted those fender flares in the front. I'm like, dude, you sure it's gonna be wide? And
Yeah.
his front end setup is really wide, so it all worked out.
Yeah, barely even fits in his like pit box. It's pretty crazy.
With the MD2, I'm a fellow wide guy. You don't really have a choice but to run
Yeah.
a wide front end, so I'm about it.
Hey, coming in from Galen, another Canada guy.
This is Galen Canada. You have Josh Canada, you have Galen Canada.
That's sick.
Canada, eh?
Canada boys came out and drove with us. It was sick.
I know Christian, his fan mount was pretty wild. We all talked about that.
Maximum rake.
Damn, he got it all to fit under that body too.
wow.
Yes, sir.
Got a little bit protruding out from the battery.
Oh, that body's hard. Oh, that's it's like Joey's team.
Yes.
Okay.
Spirit Northwest, right?
Yeah.
Europe.
Shout out Joey. I don't know if he's in here.
That's one thing I want to drive a
He was here.
proper weight
Oh.
shift car, man, because I don't mess around with that enough.
They're so much fun.
Those
It
boys
seems
so much
up
fun.
there do some good weight shift, actual weight shift. Because it's the thing. It's like with weight shift, you always see people running like high battery, but then it's like your car doesn't actually move at all.
Roll, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, what are you doing there? You know what I mean? But some of the better driving and better like actually actiony chassis that I've seen is these guys. They know what they're doing for sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not my
And totally
Miata.
competitive too. I mean, like you look at Nando from
Yeah,
Driftwell,
Nando, yeah.
he's been ripping lately. He has
Yeah.
a shark that's like pretty much weight shift, and he's just killing it lately. Total like wet noodle tune, just all
Yeah.
over the place.
Yeah.
But he kills it.
Yeah.
Who goes by the name of Harry Sauce in Discord?
I don't know. Someone speak up.
Harry
Someone's gonna have
Sauce.
to claim that, dude.
So what do we got? We got another RDX.
Whoa, those magnets are close.
You got the double D magnets on there, dude.
Mid.
You try to mount those things, it's just gonna stick to the other side.
like some googly eyes or something.
Big R magnets.
That's an obvious surgeon job on that one. You can tell.
Little Tijuana job on that.
He's got Velcro, like
Whoa!
adding the
saw
magnet,
I think Velcro's valid.
but to
Y'all
like
used to
pad
run
the
Velcro. I
magnet.
ran Velcro for years. I loved it.
The only issue with Velcro is that, I mean, it's a double-edged sword, right? Because it's a little tricky to get your fitment perfect with magnets. With Velcro, you have to do it every time, but you're gonna get it right every time.
Well, no.
Yeah.
So is this Velcro to actually be Velcro, or is this Velcro to be just padding the magnet so they're not that strong?
Oh, you're saying it's gonna register on the magnets?
To
Oh, I
see, they're still there.
Yeah.
Huh?
That just looks like magnets with pubes on them or something.
I was gonna say the soft side, so it doesn't scratch your body.
I'd never seen anything like that. That's
Innovation.
He says the Velcro locks it in.
huh.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't let it move around.
If you're smashing walls all day, it probably works good.
Technology.
Technology.
Have you guys
Rain
seen that?
came
Yeah.
That
Oh my
TikTok
gosh.
video? Oh my god. Technology. That's totally us.
Technologia.
Fucking-
Yeah.
fucking-
I'll just follow it up. Okay, you guys. That is actually the end of Roast My Rig. So we made it through. We did good.
We've officially done a podcast.
54
Oh, yeah.
people still in here.
Everybody's
Oh,
tuning in
yeah.
for you guys. We love you
Wow,
guys.
right on.
Sick.
Shout out to all you guys.
Shout out you
Dude,
guys.
thanks for having us
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's been awesome. I kind of like surprised. I swear to God we had Hector on before. I thought about it and I was like, I could see the video. Like Hector's been on before, but I guess not.
No.
But shout out to Hector for always being in the chat and hanging out with us. It's sick.
Maybe that's
guys are
why
awesome.
he's just always there.
Yeah, right.
He's
Thanks
been
for
waiting to
having
use that mic, I bet. too.
I know. I've been waiting to use this thing.
Yeah.
He bought it just for this.
That's what I was saying last week. I was like, dude, Hector's got the best studio out of anyone. He's prime
Yeah.
for the podcast.
Well,
All right, you guys.
we made it.
Let's close it up. Where can we find ya all on your socials? Hector, Josh,
Oh, this is gonna
Jordan.
bring up one more question that I have for Josh. But let's go through the Instagrams.
Instas.
Insta.
Insta.
RC Hectorius on Instagram. And that's it.
And drift therapy, drift _therapy.
Yes, sir.
And then
JBars RC _ RD.
J bars.
J bars.
And then Team Heartbreak is _team _ Heartbreak.
Get after it.
Yep.
Where does the J bars come from?
So I don't know. One of my friends, like, it was like a family friend, and he just randomly called me G Bar one day, like a gold bar, because I was driving a gold car. And then he was like, "Wait, J Bar." And I was like, "Okay." And that's probably been like 10 years since I had that.
That's
So-
kind of a letdown because I was hoping that like one day you were just like rhyming in the back, you know, just like throwing down some bars, and then they're just like J bars.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That was it. Oh, my bad.
We'll
Yeah,
just
so
stick with
was
that.
it. And then Josh, are you actually a therapist or what?
No.
Because I could see
Not
that.
at
I could
all.
totally see that.
I kind of try to be like, I don't know, at the track. I kind of try to like help people out and like,
Yeah.
I see
You
people
got-
stressing out at comps. I try to like talk to them and stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but the therapy comes more from like just what it was like on the weekends when we go to like the parking lot and we just drift, and it was like my therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
These old clips.
and then and then putting out clips and just watching it during the week, and that was like my therapy. So
Yeah.
that's where it kind of came from.
If I was ever at Rolling Garage and I was gonna like be like, yo, I need to like talk to somebody and like let them know how I'm feeling and see if they can help me out, I would have picked
Yeah.
you. So I was like, dude,
Yeah, I'm always here to talk to anybody. If you want to, hey, if you're having problems, I'm here to talk. You need tuning advice, whatever, I'm here for you. So,
oh yeah. All right,
All right. So
you guys hang out.
the plug is always there. If you're interested in being on the show, hit up one of us regulars, the DJ, the Logan, the me. We will hook you up. We will get you on the show. It's pretty easy. No nerves
Yep.
here.
You just gotta, yeah, we're just hanging out, and just hit me up.
Yep.
Literally, just DM us. We'll put you on the schedule. Next week we have finally RC Drift Network will be on the show.
We have a pretty
Aaron.
stacked.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a pretty stacked calendar actually. Like,
Yeah, you're probably looking at like late May.
no, we're in June.
We're in June, so good
So
luck.
next week is RC Drift Network, then TCRC. Then we got Rolling Garage
Excited.
Mitch.
I finally get to show down with Cody, the man who took me out at finals. I get to just go face to face with him. You know what I'm saying?
Then we got Joseph Durkee.
Oh,
Dude.
hell yeah.
Oh,
That's
sick.
sick right there.
Is he gonna have
Yes.
anyone else with him, Logan?
No, just Durkee. I think
Just
Durkee deserves his own app.
Okay.
That'll be cool. Yeah.
And then we're gonna change things up a little bit. I got Josh with Harley Designs. Like he's like big time 3D printer and crawler guy. Just got into drifting, hanging out at Rolling Garage. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been seeing his post.
he'll be drifting for what 2.5, 3 months at that time. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it turns around. And then on the 12th we got Afro and Joey. So the Afro
Nice.
coming on the show.
Long
What about
time.
Miko? Where's Miko at?
Dude, you gotta talk to Miko about that,
I
dude.
know.
That's August, right?
If only he had like a close connection with one of the hosts of the show that he could be on.
If only.
Oh wait.
Wait,
No,
we know a
Miko will be
guy.
on. Miko's coming to Drift to Death, so we're gonna tie him down and stick a mic in his face at least once.
Yeah, there you go.
And Vittorio, what is this? Dibs on Miko, Adam, and me. I'm assuming Adam H. SoCal Food Tour and Soonish Podcast. Where is that gonna be? I wanna tune in on that. I love food. Food is good. All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
PDX before.
It's been fun. Same time next week. We're gonna do it all the time, and we'll be here for you. Where's the? Here it is. Okay, for reals. Later.
Good night, everyone.
Later, guys. Thank you.